تعصى منها كريستال بيم. كريستال بيم استعمال نهات. Course, actually, this one is enough.
Wretches of the underworld, take heed.
Sulk in your chambers all you like, for I care not. I have eternity to finish with this work, so your assistance is entirely unneeded.
You don't need me, and I don't need you. The goddess Demeter.
My daughter to a base-born farm boy, she... Why, little sprout, I wasn't very kind to her, I think. Certainly not once her father passed. It was her mortal blood that made her weak. Born to mortals, taken by mortals, I suspect. So now they pay.
How you do? Bring it. Get dead. Excellent.
There's a certain chill about you, meaning you received an ice-cold blessing courtesy of Elder Goddess Demeter, correct? Now, personally, I think water's best in liquid form, but who am I to judge?
The power of the sea. Spears due for a little maintenance. Tuned up. The power of the gods.
Since small head, the United States of America.
Hey lads. Hello there, Dionysus.
I gotta hand it to you, Zach. You don't back down. You don't ever back down. What is this, like the 20th time that you've attempted to escape?
Fucked me right up.
I commend you for your efforts.
Should help keep me going. comatose?
I have returned. I got the message that you need assistance, Zagreus. They're coming, Zagreus. Be on the ground.
I'll get right on it, Dan. What now?
You're already dead.
That's not
But
to
enough
eat.
of that.
Shocking
You're not too bad at
senses.
this. I've got to hand it to you, Zag. You're easy to track down. The shades of Tartarus are beginning to fear you even more than your Lord Father.
Oh, they won't fear me once they get to know me?
I'm not so sure about that. Even I'm beginning to fear you, I think. Seems I don't know you as well as I thought.
Kieran's shop.
Ahoy, my nephew, it is I.
Please be Meg. Not quite.
Red Blood. I've got to admit, you're really frustrating, you know, Red Blood. What is it going to take to make you scream,
What, you mean to say Meg never told you? And here I thought you two were close.
Well, we'll find out. I've got plenty of ideas left I've been meaning to try.
She won't like this. Titan blood.
Tartarus has proved unable to contain you.
Keepsakes hold power. Might help. Ooh, that's cold. See you, Tartarus. Courtesy of the Pact. Asphodel. Who else? Good, come on in. Right there.
I'd love to know about your life down there. I'll try and help you live through it this time, so that way you can tell me.
Where now? Get me out of here. Who's first?
If you're quite done with shopping, Zagreus, what say we cut straight to the chase from here?
Break it up, witches. I'm empty. Well, I, for one, had a lovely time. By my birthright.
Heard you got through pretty quick last time. Not bad, not bad.
Now here goes. You attempt to fulfill my father's wishes. Any more heads you'd like chopped off? No? Should I change things up? There goes that one. Onward. Check. More strongbows. the ocean's fury. It's that big soul catcher again. You're mine.
Why, Zagreus, my gentle Artemis here was just saying how concerned she was for your predicament. I'm sure she'd like it if we both could help you in this case.
Concerned? I don't see anyone concerned. You have this, Zagreus. You don't need anybody's help, and you can get through this all on your own. Though, just in case, and I mean just in case, here.
Leave me be to my eternal paradise, damn you.
Thanks for this. I accept this message. Always a pleasure, Charon. Delicious.
Oh, they are cooked? Did I just get the 2 boons on the
You are just in time, fiend from lowest depths. Asterius and I have trained extensively since our last skirmish here.
So all you do here in Elysium is train for martial competition. You're constantly awaiting your next fight to the death.
And who are you to judge, you misbegotten, shameful, unfilial maggot? It is an honor to have the opportunity to spend my afterlife perpetually standing in your ruinous path. self-serving fiend, all which you think you have achieved was merely handed you.
Harness the ocean's might.
We shall prevail, you in the stands. Mysterious.
You and me.
Lasers, nigga. Lasers.
Look at this.
And steady, my nigga. Let's go.
Let's think about this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, voila. Damn.
One last stop. Got it.
I've played these games before.
The edge of farthest realm.
Ish.
That's quite a stash there, Charon. Where to? Maybe it's in here.
Lasers, nigga. Lasers.
That was a wealthy moment. Olympus, I accept this message. Got to keep searching. Right there. That is a scupper. This one, I guess.
Please, just give me the... Oh, thank you. Thank you very, very much.
That's something. I've got this delicious sack of meal for you. Why not? Popped up.
The prince persuades the underworlds for a...
Thank you, boy.
Okay, it's time to fuck up ladies.
Into the cold. Nice night, no?
To think Olympus has been aiding you. You must be so grateful to them for their aid, without which none of this would have been possible.
Yeah, about that. Father, did you let Mother go because you feared Olympus would find out? And not respond well to the circumstances if they did?
Be grateful they have not found out as yet for all your meddling. You do not know them as well as you think. Ask yourself why she left Olympus and how. Or better yet, ask her.
Well, she seems quite lovely, so knowing you probably tricked her into signing a pact to come join you or something. Since you weren't allowed on Olympus, why not have Olympus come to you?
Ha! Surprisingly not distant from the truth. I took her, boy. I took her down with me. Is that what you wish to hear? Does that anger you? Come, bring forth that anger then. This blast you.
See you at home. Now that was quick. I'm back, Mother.
I could not stand it on Olympus, Zagreus. The blustering, the posturing, my overbearing mother. None of it. I would have left the mountain voluntarily, except
Except Father absconded with you, didn't he? Dragged you down with him into the underworld. So if Olympus were to find that out, I shudder to think of the consequences.
That fool is trying to protect me even now. It wasn't he who absconded with me, my son. And it's more complicated even than that. I was content to leave, willing to make my life within the underworld, with your father.
I dare not ask who did bring you to Father then. So essentially you ran away from home to live with him. I mean no disrespect, but did you realize what you were getting yourself into?
We have a tendency to be impetuous when we are younger, Zagreus. I heard all about your father before we met. Admired paintings of him. It was very awkward at first, but he had a bluntness I fancied. A sense of principle. I much preferred him to his brothers, I can tell you that.
So, then you secretly left Mount Olympus to be with the god of the dead in the underworld, and Olympus never found out. What do you suppose would happen if they did?
I think there would be war between Olympus and your father, Zagreus, if they found out. Especially now, after all this. And after all this time. They slew their parents once. If the Titans could be wiped from this world, so can we all.
So it makes sense. If Father, he agrees with you and thinks that leaving you in hiding here, that it's the only way he can prevent that war.
I can see how your father, shrewd but also single-minded as he was, might have followed such a line of reasoning as that. Oh, Zagreus, what have I done?
No, what have I done? I can't. Oh, I need to fix this.
I'm up. Darn natural causes got you once again there, didn't they? Well, you show 'em next time. Would you do that for me, huh?
Sure.
I didn't think you had it in you, boy.
Father, have you ever considered that Orpheus might be much better as a court musician if you permitted him to see his muse again?
I have considered many possibilities, boy. And I trust Orpheus considered many possibilities before he signed away his rights to see his so-called muse when once he invaded my realm.
So you're forcing him to stay here for eternity just because he signed a contract with you?
Contracts with me are binding, until such time as they dig themselves out of the archives and tear themselves up. And I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Who knows? They might surprise you. Achilles, if a friend of yours were in need of assistance, but the only way you could assist them was to somehow change the terms of an ancient pact Father probably forced on them, what would you do?
I would be very careful, above all. Do you understand, lad? I would not wish to make things any worse. How many pacts such as the one you're thinking of are buried back in the administrative chamber there? Even your father can't keep track. Although, perhaps Nyx can.
Nyx, you're right. She knows everything. Wouldn't hurt to ask her, I suppose.
Just watch yourself.
What? You took Lord Hades down. You really did. I've never seen him quite like this before. I could scarce believe it when he came up through the pool of sticks himself.
Seemed only fair in the grand scheme of things. He slew his own parents at some point, right? I think the Fates enjoy this sort of thing.
Come on, Zag. Take some credit where it's due. Though, you'll forgive me if I keep my distance for a little while, as I think you have some issues to resolve. You watch yourself.
I'm planning to. All right. If this isn't a good expenditure of resources, then I don't know what is.
You've no authority in my domain.
I always meant to ask you, Orpheus, where did you learn to sing like that? Was it really Apollo himself who taught you?
Oh, I learned from many different sources, Zagreus. That is, before all of my inspiration started coming from a single source. I credit my accomplishments to her, and to Apollo and the gods. And to considerable time spent practicing.
It certainly paid off.
Child, quickly now, before you go. I know how all of this must look. Know that I was true to her, Persephone, and that I think fondly on the time she spent with us.
Of course, Nyx. Though, why did she really leave the underworld, do you think? Besides, because of me. So what if she thought I died at birth?
She did not feel that she belonged. It was a very difficult adjustment she was forced to make. And she feared that she would inevitably end up caught between Olympus and this realm. That she might start a war.
A war? Wars have been fought for less, I understand. And Father must have been a real burden, too.
You do not know. Ask her yourself about her time with him. But I have already said too much, and I cannot say more.
You've said more than enough. I'll see you next.
You. So, Zagreus, how's it going with that pact of punishment you signed? You've made some meaningful improvements to the underworld.
I'll fight my way out of this place or earn it. Pact is nothing to me other than a way to keep things lively.
You are delusional. I'll never understand you or your father. Anyway, if you're looking for more punishment, you know where to find me.
I do indeed. Got anything good? You trying to fleece me here? I'll take the special, please. This is not here. Freshly caught, just for you, Chef. All right, then. I'll take it. Chthonic keys.
Well, pal, you have come a pretty long way, let me tell you. I think most of the smarts I've picked up you know by now. And so, if I'm fresh out of tips for you, I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Stand there eternally to be wailed upon at my whim using whichever weapon suits me at the time.
Yep, now hop to it.
All right, one more time. Good as new. It granted me fated authority. You found me, Artemis.
What are we hunting this time, Zagreus? Don't tell me wretched dead again.
I'll make every strike count. hunt is on.
You're back. Welcome. So how do you like the surface, hey, Prince Ed? Now that you've finally had a chance to see it for yourself. Not too bad, I hope.
It takes some getting used to, that's for sure. I'm not sure I'll ever grow completely accustomed to it. Do you miss it, sir?
Oh, you know, I still have almost everything that matters, and the rest, it makes for precious memories I didn't have up there. Sure thing.
Thank you, mate.
Bye now.
There. Centaur heart.
Familiar with my professional associate there with the boats. Source of the recently departed got to make it over to the underworld somehow. Part of my job. I bring them in, he takes them down.
Fishing time?
The river Styx flows infamously through the underworld, offering the boatman Charon expeditious travel from the realm of mortals to the lowest depths, where many of their shades reside forever.
Too bad I can't just take the ferry to the surface. Looks like a good spot. There. Got me a knucklehead. What else is there? Just take that. I'll pay for that. The might of the Huntress. The power of the gods. I'm back, Meg.
Tell me something, Zag, because I'm curious. Do your Olympian relatives know the real reason you've been trying to escape?
I'll get around to that in due time. They're family. They'll understand, no doubt.
You're in over your head, you idiot. You'll fray what bonds are left between Lord Hades and those ingrates on Olympus.
Yes. Blood. Let's see here.
Do bathe yourself in magma when you get to Asphodel.
Okay. So much for Tartarus. In the bag. Made it to Asphodel. to eat. Lord Zeus's strength. Onward. Fancy running into you again.
I sense you have in your possession that fine shell I sent you. A little gift plucked straight out of the sea. You keep it close so I can better track you down.
Your fastest time fighting through all of that? Not that I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track.
Godspeed. I have to pick a side.
Bless you, Zagreus.
You wound me, little Hades, with your callous choice. It's fortunate I'm quite impervious to harm. But I don't think the same is true for you.
Didn't have much choice. He's angry now.
Little Hades. Uncle's going to let you off the hook this time. Just might
of the sea. Crustacean. and tasty. Don't you have something to say to me?
Easily achieved.
No more heads. It's beautiful.
Off to taint Elysium again?
That's it for us, Fidel. Cheers. Everything's so green. What else? Deadlier than ever. You want to die again? Who's next?
I sense so much depth at the gates of your father's realm with late my kin. Now I know that seems perfectly ordinary on the face of it, except there's something more. I wonder if you know the reason why.
place, mate. Delicious.
I wonder something, Short One. You keep coming back, but I don't know why. You're trying to get out of here, aren't you? But something's killing you up there.
You've deduced more or less correctly, Asterius. And yes, let's say there are some challenges remaining once I get out of Elysium, though I'd best say no more of it than that.
That's fine. It's good to know you've fallen just as often as I have. I may not be the one to kill you, but I'll soften you up for whoever does. Stand down.
I beat the Bull of Minos. Olympus, I accept this message. Not yet. Just have to try again. What happened to Hypnos? You know, Father, I must say ransacking your domain beats having to toil endlessly in the administrative chamber. Far less painful, really.
Carl, is that your way of asking me for your old job back, boy? You were a scourge upon every administrative duty to which you were assigned.
Yes, please, Father, give me back my old wretched job, won't you?
Privileges are earned and not begged for, boy. Unless you plan to reimburse this house for all the income that we lost because of you, then you shall not so much as set foot in the administrative chamber again.
How much is the reimbursement fee, anyway?
Whichever exorbitant amount the house contractor has on record. Now leave me be.
Must have missed Achilles. Moaning and groaning.
What news of late about Eurydice, my friend? She is as delicate as I described, no doubt. Ah, but I am dwelling on her once again, it seems.
I knew she was a talented musician, mate, but you never let on that she is an amazing chef as well. She's been hospitable to me each time we've met, though you still seem to be a bit of a sore subject.
How very understandable indeed. Were I to have been failed to be rescued from the depths of hell, mere moments from escape, I too would be quite cross with my attempted rescuer. And for quite some time.
I'm working on it, mate. Nyx, I've come to know the god of swiftness, Hermes, though it seems to me he doesn't work directly with the others on Olympus. Do you know him well?
Lord Hermes is a point of contact, yes. Among Olympians, he works the closest with our operations here, and aids with shepherding the souls of the departed to our gates. Accept his help, for he is faithful to our cause.
I get it. Thank you, Nyx.
Follow your heart. That's odd advice, especially from you. Though, no offense intended.
I just mean, if you don't believe in the work you're doing, why keep on doing it? Just out of obligation? You have to take care of yourself.
I don't think there's any rush for that. We won't just shrivel up and die in 40 years like mortals do. But I know what you're saying. I'll think about it, do so. Thanks.
What, are you kidding me? Of course.
What's up for barter? Give me the current special. I can be stronger. Let's see the last of them. Can't afford that. I need more chthonic keys for this. Alright, I'm ready. Skelly?
Been waiting over here.
Baratha?
Saw that racket over there.
Say, Skelly, don't suppose you'd care to tell me how the infamous twin-fisted Malphon came to be right here in this very courtyard, would you?
Nope. Not any of my business, pal, which is to say I didn't see a thing. And even if I did, it isn't what I'm paid to do. Don't you have someone in your fancy house there paid to keep watch over stuff like that? Ask them.
Alright, maybe I will. That ought to liven things up. You found me, Artemis.
You must have a friend or two, don't you? It's hard being alone all of the time. At least I have Callisto and the other nymphs, and I have you. A distant friend is still a friend, isn't that right?
How careless of me. Don't get in my way.
He's there. Get him.
Okay.
I trust they inconvenienced you at least.
There we go. Charon's shop should help keep me going. Mine. Vast riches. Here's the fee.
Ready, sisters. My sisters and I, we've had a chance to talk and we have come to an agreement, Zagreus. As you can see.
Megara, Tiss, you ready? Murderer.
3 against 1. Doesn't seem all that sporting now, does it?
We're each well past the need for any sport. We'll kill you, whatever it takes. Your knees, now.
The other 2 took off. Okay. Maybe I should switch. Go with that one. Bone Hydra awaits.
Boss.
What do we have here? Slam death system.
message post. It says here, hurry up and get out of there already. It's from the surface of the Earth.
That's the stuff.
Well, look at you.
Son of a bitch.
Give me a better boon.
Son of a... نعلق ايدا يرقش.
Lady Aphrodite's blessing there already. Love and death together hand in hand. Sounds most agreeable to me.
The will to fight. Easy does it. Charon's going to want all this. Nice place. That's a relief.
Tidings of you.
God, let's go.
Got stronger there. This is not the deadly Hydra chamber I expected. Serious.
That was intense.
Till you reconstitute again. Let's see here. Could use the extra coin. versatile. Let's see how this goes.
It's all...
Why, nephew, you procured the rod of fishing, I detect. Fine handiwork, if I say so myself. Its line is nigh invisible and causes denizens of my domain to flock to it like mortals to temples of mine. Good fortune with that thing.
Poseidon's strength. Fish. Ooh, a sea mare.
Do not so much as think about it.
Son of a bitch!
You waste my time.
Not yet. Soul-sucking butterflies. Hello, Lord Ares. Two blessings are better than one.
The ocean's might.
Uncle Poseidon. I can use this. That's life. How's that? Delicious. finished. In the name of Hades. Open up.
What again?
Let's make this quick.
Useless.
Thank you, Father. Should come in useful. Where's it going to be? Asterius, other guy.
See here, Asterius. The god-hated fiend is back once more to be destroyed by our joint righteous fury.
God-hated. You'll have to be more specific. I have the gods on my side. Though I suppose you do too. Why can't they make up their minds?
They have made up their minds. They stand united against darkness, as do I. With the exception of Asterius here, who serves the light. Let's serve it now, my friend. To battle! Now, fiend! To be sent screaming back to the hellish darkness. Take this!
It's time to make
No, Asterius!
You're next, King.
Gods of Olympus, I shall stop this monster!
They say to never meet your heroes. Shit for a god. Got them again, my shade. I'm out of here. And check. Temple of Sticks. I'll take this one. Artemis, guide my hand. Which one first? This one, I guess. You.
في كويرة عسكري.
No way. Father thinks my chambers are a mess. What even are those things? me, Daedalus. Away my boons. Time to hunt. What else? Sold. Nothing. In the name of Hades. I'm back. Cheers, mate. Maybe it's in here. down smooth. One sack for one good boy. Pleasure doing business. Strength and beauty.
Cerberus moves for no one, but for Satyr-Sax, he can make an exception.
See you, boy. Haven't you had enough?
So, boy, did you ask her about how she came to join me in the underworld? Did you confirm all your suspicions then?
You didn't drag her down to hell yourself, apparently. You're not going to tell me who did, though I can well imagine. Your brothers got to reign forever on Olympus while you got sent down into the underworld. So they gave you a consolation prize, didn't they?
You make such accusations knowing next to nothing. Careless as ever. Poseidon had nothing to do with it. He knows even less than you. If you value her existence or your own, it would be wise to keep it that way, and to turn back. Darkness. Useless. What is it going to take for you to get some sense into your head? Darkness. No problem whatsoever. I don't appreciate this, Brother Poseidon.
Blood.
Zagreus.
Mother?
Zagreus. It's wonderful to see you, but I need to ask something of you. That you not visit me again, here.
For what? Because of what would happen if the Olympians found out? So after everything, you're taking Father's side in all of this?
I am. The Father is no fool when it comes to matters such as this. Besides, All that has happened, it's my fault. I was selfish. And now both sides of our family threaten to be torn apart.
Your fault? So let's say you never left Olympus. Then it'd be just like you thought until quite recently, I think. That I'd never existed. Besides, they haven't found out any of this. What makes you so sure they will all of a sudden?
Nyx may be veiling you from them as she veiled me when I fled here myself. But even her own powers aren't infallible. Each time you visit me, you are incurring risk. One small slip, and they shall find me. Discover your deception. Go home, Zagreus.
Go home with me, Mother. You came here under false pretenses. I haven't fought all this way over and over again only to turn back now. I need you in my life. How can you just turn me away like this?
Oh, Zagreus. I cannot return. After all that happened between Hades and me, and everyone, I just cannot fathom the idea. Besides, the risks we're taking would be even greater if Olympus were to find me there with him.
Then you're just going to stay here, alone, in the middle of...
My son, I know you've made hard choices and sacrifices to be here with me. And I'm forever grateful to have finally met you. This is my home now, yes. While your home is below. Please, if not for your sake, then for mine, do not return.
Mother, blast.
Goodbye.
She can't do this to me.
Welcome back. It's usually pretty quiet keeping watch over the pool of sticks back there, but it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else came through just earlier. You should have seen the look on my face when it wasn't you.
Glad to keep things interesting.
You're bound to my domain, boy. You have been keeping our contractor rather busy, I must say. Commissioning these frivolous projects around the house with the wealth you wrest from my domain. What are you hoping to achieve?
Oh, just giving back to the community. Figure if I'm to keep getting dragged back here, it might as well be somewhat livable.
Livable? When last I checked, making the underworld livable was not among our top priorities. Just
well aware, thanks.
Your Highness.
Achilles, looks like I could buy back my right to go in the administrative chamber there. I never want to go in there again, but can you think of any reason whatsoever that I should?
Well, perhaps we all want what we cannot have. Other than that, I suppose certain documents or records in there could be of some benefit under the circumstances, right?
Don't know how I'd ever find something in there, but I suppose so, yes. Orpheus, you said that it was one of life's injustices that Eurydice doesn't get her fair share of the credit for the songs she wrote. Isn't there something we can do?
Why, I don't know, my friend. Once people set their minds to certain things, it can be difficult to show them other possibilities exist. What's to be done?
I don't know. Tell them they're wrong? Politely, perhaps not. Or tell them what's right. Get the word out about what's right? Can't we do that?
Get the word out. But I am court musician of this house. My songs no longer reach too many ears. Although, I do suppose all of these shades about, they are my audience as well.
Then word will spread. I'm sure of it.
What is the matter, child? I sense your distress, not the specific cause.
Mother doesn't want to see me again. I mean, she asked me not to return. Thinks the risk is too great.
Oh. That is a fair enough assessment. What shall you do?
I'm going back.
Good.
While I was brutal squaring off against the three of you, I have to say, Meg, I was happy you were with your sisters. Nothing like a common cause for bringing bitter rivals together, right?
You have your pact of punishment to thank for our reunion there. We have to answer to its terms. But my sisters and we got on better than I had expected. I will give you that.
So you've patched things up then? Going to start spending more quality time together and all that?
Let's not get carried away. A work assignment forcing our cooperation is not exactly a big step in the quality of our relationship.
But it's a step. What's in stock? Look at what I caught, Chef. Seems fair enough. All right. I can't.
Actually,
All set.
yeah, this seems fair enough.
So what exactly happened with the formerly pink window over there? Now it's got these sinister orange flames and an enormous pact of punishment hanging ominously over the exit. Father stopped by?
Pal, I don't know a thing about it, honest. I was just minding my own business when all of a sudden, wham! I get hit right in the back. I fall to pieces, no idea what's going on. When I finally come to, the window job was done.
As likely an explanation as any, I guess. Blowing up the heat gauge isn't going to do me any favors here. Ready.
Wait, what? Why the fuck var det här glömt tillbaka? Det kommer ju. Is this a canon event?
What's life without a little pain?
What was it?
Nephew, I'm mightily impressed with your ability to call those rivers there of all the denizens of my domain. Your crusty father's not entitled to the bounties of the sea. But on my limitless authority, you are. You have my rod of fishing. Now have this.
What is this?
Well,
right, let's catch some fish.
What the fuck am I doing with dude?
Hello, mates. All set. Powered up.
Whoa! I did not expect that.
Uncle Poseidon blessed you, didn't he?
Heads up. I'll just keep this on me. Done all to pieces. No thanks. My weapon's hidden talents. That's it.
You chose correctly, Zagreus.
Apparently, my crusty elder brother failed to teach you any manners if you deign to thusly spurn my offerings. But I can teach you yet.
Damned either way, I guess. Time to win him over.
No need to fight about this any longer, don't you think, nephew? Here, take my...
Any other blessings, maybe? Come on, you knuckleheads. There. Looks like a knucklehead. Thank you. Numbskulls. Miss a couple coins. Mine. Another knucklehead.
What's your rush there, boy? I need to look for better help.
Kieran's shop. Should help keep me going. I'm back, ladies.
You mess with Tiss, Red Blood.
Nice chatting. Which to choose? Okay. Should I take the train? Broke out of Tartarus. There. Getting warmer.
Happy to be in the area, boss. Seeing as the mortal folk up here keep dying off, and someone's got to bring their souls down to your domain now, don't they?
Whew, felt that.
Recently, there was a burst of violence on the surface, near to where you are, but higher up. 'Twas altogether odd, but must have forced you to return once more. No matter, time is on our side.
Thank you, mate. I accept this message.
Elaborate. Elaborate. O yine seçenek.
Steady now. Just what I need. Denizens of the deep, arise. That's a bite. Cut a Slovak. Good enough to eat. Bone Hydra, I love what you've done with the place. Good, no more heads. Ooh.
King Theseus is eager to see you again soon.
Get out of this damn heat. The dead must have it pretty good out here. Just right.
Come, heroes of Elysium, and vanquish the intruder. I shall deal with you later then.
There we are. I'll take this one.
Zagreus, I wish we all could hear you so that good Lord Ares here might be persuaded that my powers are entirely for different purposes than his.
Perhaps our skill sets once were meant for different purposes, dear Artemis. But who are we to doubt the end result? Observe what shall transpire once we grant our kin our combined might.
All right. Which one's it going to be? It's that big soul catcher again. Farewell for now, sinister ball.
Oh, I thought for certain you were well on your way out of there last time, nephew. But no matter. We'll just...
Fishing time. Got it. It's a car. Looks like I've got a choice to make.
What you have just done is tantamount to spitting in my face. Let me remind you then, the ocean can spit back.
Well, that's that. Can't stay mad forever.
Stay angry.
The sea god's might. A fountain chamber. Crisp. It's high tide. Don't spend it all in one place, mate. Big crowd, huh?
Why, look, Asterius, the fiend returns. The rumors that he fled to haunt the surface must have been mere lies.
Well, no, in this case, those rumors must have been quite accurate. It's just I'm back. Realized I didn't want a future for myself that didn't include crushing you repeatedly like this.
Oh, such clever excuse-making from one so versed in treachery. Well, if you are indeed contained within this realm, then we shall be delighted to make sure it always stays that way. Now come and fight. They know our victory is certain here. Witness the power of the gods!
I guess they're testing me.
You're next, little man.
I guess I win this round. Let's think about this. I'm almost out of here. Done. Cheers, mate. The War God's power. Father must have put you up to this. Which tunnel? Should check this way.
Actually, I don't even have to do anything, solo marata. Where is it? Actually, he wrote somehow.
Can't do that. What's for sale? This one.
These blades put so much work, so much. Oh my god. Oh, yes. And yes.
Gotta keep searching. Here's the figure. I got one. Looks like a gun.
What the fuck is a gun?
Let's see what's in here.
Yes.
There it is already. Centaur strength. Want something to eat, boy? Huh?
The Guardian of Hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
Thanks, boy. I'm here, Father. Come on.
She was the Queen. Queen of the Underworld. My Queen. Commanding reverence and awe and fear. She was not just... what was the term you used? A consolation prize. You are as disrespectful to her as you are to me.
Oh, what would you even know? You claim so much respect for her, yet you didn't even respect her enough to tell her what happened after she left. But what am I saying? I know you love her still, Father. That best explains all the terrible choices you've made.
All the terrible choices I've made. By the time you have existed for as long as I have, pray you will have made fewer. Although I fear you shall surpass me in at least this one regard. Observe. Against me.
Got you.
You asked for this. I have something for you.
Let me go.
There is no escape. No matter how many times you beat me, we're family. There's no escaping that. I shall remember this.
There. my father's name. Mother isn't far.
You're back?
Mother! You can't do this to me, Mother. You said Father is no fool, and neither are you. There has to be a way to fix this. Not just with you and Father, but with everyone. There has to be a way.
You have your father's stubbornness. Listen to me. You're endangering everything you care about by coming here. Don't you understand? Besides...
What? Besides what? Tell me, please.
The truth is that I like it here, Zagreus. I've done well for myself on my own. And your father, he has his domain to look after. The feelings he once had for me, feelings we shared, they fade with time. You'll understand someday.
No, I won't be understanding anything of the sort. Father still loves you, I'm sure of it. And he owes you an apology, damn it. I cannot make amends with you on his behalf. It's something only you can do together.
What do you mean he still loves me, Zagreus? How would you know?
Because... I'm his blasted son, that's how I know. But trust me isn't ever good enough, I know that too. I'll prove it to you, Mother. Just you wait and see.
Oh, you're fading, son. You don't need to prove anything to me. Please don't do anything rash. All of us made our choices. Now we have to live with them. Isn't it enough to know that I'm safe? That I'm content to be alone?
No, it's not enough for me because this blasted family, it cannot just keep hiding from its problems, running from them. We're stuck with one another. We have to do everything we can for one another.
Oh, my dear boy.
We have to. No, not yet. God damn it all. Again.
What?
Hey, Hypnos. What would it take for you to let me through the locked door down the hall?
Oh, that's a good one. You know I can't let you enter your dad's private chambers anymore since you betrayed his trust and tried to run away from home. Sorry, master's orders.
Nothing for me back there anyway. Father.
Still what I want.
Achilles, I need your help.
What is it, lad? What's wrong? What can I do?
Let me in Father's chambers, please.
That's high atop the list of things I'm not to do for anyone, and under any circumstances. What is it you need? I've never even been in there myself.
I don't know, but if I know Father, and I think I do, he's got to have something of hers in there. Of Mother's. She still doesn't get it, doesn't believe me about him, and I said I'd prove it, that he cares for her.
All right, slow down, I understand. Look, this can get me in a lot of trouble like you've no idea. And not just me, so be careful and be quick while he's still out. Take this and go. Don't leave anything there out of place, all right?
Thank you.
The stoic lord and master of the house possesses wealth beyond imagining, a portion of which he has used for a crisp set of attire for every passing day.
I knew it. It's just capes.
Darling, this room is fucking messy, eh? Ain't gonna fix that. Actually, it's order.
In his lord father's very private chambers, Zagreus, the lock-removing prince, discovers a most delicately painted likeness of none other than Persephone herself. A coat of dust suggests it has remained here for some time.
He's never stopped thinking of her. Ugh, what a fool.
you need?
I did, thank you.
Hello, my friend. Let's get back to my song.
You sound amazing, mate. What's in stock? What's for breakfast? Always a pleasure. Scratch one off the fated list. Hello, Mira. So, what exactly happened with the formerly pink window over there? Now it's got these sinister orange
Pal, I don't...
As likely an explanation as any, I guess. Our bond strengthens.
What kind of sorcery is that?